1 hour closer to death. Well, I'm going to put this on here.
Perfect.
It's actually a gift I got from Madeline. So Madeline Cruelly was supposed to be our guest tonight. It is October 30th, the Devil's Night.
Exactly why I'm here.
And we're putting this out on Halloween. Or Jorge, Colorado?
I have no idea who we invited here tonight.
Ismael is going to be here. Well, he was going to be here anyways to just listen because he likes to watch.
Yes, I do, baby.
And but Madeline canceled. Alas, she said it was unforeseen things that were out of her control.
That's what Satan always says.
So she's probably doing some satanic shit. Who knows? So we'll reschedule her, have her come back. I want her to read my tarot cards. I actually had Chris read my palms. Chris Clark.
Oh, yeah?
He read my palms.
Dude, I still haven't done it. Remember when we were in New
What?
Orleans, I was going to get that lady to read my tarot cards, but we never went back.
Oh, that was $150.
At the old lady?
Yeah, the old lady
I
from
would've paid that
Africa.
shit.
You would have paid it?
Paid that shit.
Dude, wait, you should have spoke up.
Well,
But part of you was
I
like,
go with the flow, bro. I wasn't gonna like not go with the flow and like change the way that
yeah.
fate or whatever you want to call it.
Do you want a water, by the way? Or you got a coffee?
I came prepared, bro.
Oh, all right. Yeah, let's talk about New Orleans and kind of what you got out of it. Yeah, you really were just like, I'm down to do whatever you guys want to do. You were just there for the ride.
I was definitely. That's all. That's what I was there for mainly. Like that's the reason when you had brought it up before about like, hey man, let's just go. And you know, I talked to a lot of men and a lot of people, and they were like, dude, you're young, you should be out traveling the world.
Yeah.
Before you don't get a chance. And then you had gone to Europe, so
yeah.
I'm like, this is an opportunity. I can't pass it.
Oh wow, you had talked to people about it?
Yeah, I've talked to people about travel in general. So that's why when the opportunity came, I said yes. Like I honestly didn't even think about money. I didn't think about anything. I just said yes.
No, that's cool. I feel like that's the best way to do it for traveling. You just gotta go.
Like when you send me the link to the tickets, I didn't even look at the price. I just paid for it.
I was hoping like you guys would like find something better. That really was the cheapest stuff, but whatever.
Like I said, man, I'm just like accepting it and going with it.
Yeah, you really did, and that was your whole context. The whole time you went to at New Orleans, you were like, "Oh, okay." Like yeah, let's eat there. Sure, whatever. Well, you did say chicken and waffles,
dude. I'm like, dude, we're out here with this chicken. There's got to be a place with this chicken and waffles.
And we found a place, and that was amazing. That was called Mama's. What was something chicken and waffles?
Yeah, I don't
remember.
remember.
The cornbread. Mama's cornbread chicken and waffles.
And then the bartender was the one that suggested it, believe, right?
The bartender.
The girl, Ruski.
No.
Wasn't it her?
That told us about that place? Yeah. No, I just looked up.
You did?
Yeah.
I thought she had mentioned it when she was. I think we were talking about it with her.
No, she mentioned some other places. She mentioned some bars, maybe some food places. We told her about what was the best fried chicken place? The whiskey.
It was named after the guy. When I was reading the thing on the wall, it actually was originally a whiskey thing, and then the back was a barber shop.
Right.
And then they closed the barbershop.
And they closed the barbershop. They just sold the fried chicken.
Exactly.
It is apparently the nation's best fried chicken.
You heard it here first, people.
But I can't think of what the hell it was. What was it called?
I'm terrible with names, and it was a dude's name.
No, I thought it was a woman's name.
I thought it was a man's name because I was the guy that I guess made the whiskey.
It wasn't whiskey, but anyways.
Whatever.
Yeah. So I'm just going to be quiet. No, I just wanted to see how long we could go to be quiet.
Not around us. That doesn't happen.
Yeah, I know. I don't know. It's weird. We were going to actually do a podcast anyways before Madeline got here because our rehearsal was canceled tonight. So I was thinking, dude, it's been 6 years. It's kind of right that you're here, that Madeline's not here. And that you're here because...
I think it's
It's
part of the going with the
serendipitous.
flow, bro.
Yeah.
I didn't. When you said that, I was like, I don't know why. It felt right.
It
Like
felt right. Dude,
like-
we've been in a band for 6 years. Tomorrow's the anniversary of the first show. We played our anniversary show this last Sunday, which I thought what did you we didn't get a chance to really talk about
I
it.
know we didn't get a chance to.
Yeah,
That's what I
to
said. I'm like, I
digress.
seen you, but
Yeah. We haven't talked. So what did you think of the show?
You know, it's so many things go. Like you just think it's just another show. You just show up, like you know, yeah, let's do the Redwood Bar. Fuck, it, I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
And then like next thing you know, you're there, and like we came up with these costumes. Like,
Yeah.
Luis was
We
like, who
were
came up with this idea? And
Two old men.
it was just like a stupid idea.
It was a stupid joke.
But it was funny because it kind of went with it. Like we even had an act, and like
Yeah.
it fit for that night. Like somehow
Yeah.
that it all
Also,
went together.
it worked. I didn't realize it until I was posting on Instagram. I was like, "Hey, we've been in a band for 6 years. Look at us old farts." And I was like, "Oh, that's weird." Like, cause it worked.
Yeah, but like if you notice, like it allowed the characters. So like it all happened, and then I was able to play it off because of what happened.
Because
on
of what
stage.
happened, yeah. I broke
So-
a string on the second fucking song, and nobody had an extra guitar for me to play, and so I just changed the string right then and there. And then Ismael just talked.
Yeah, so that was all the jokes were off being old and like how many times have we played? And
Yeah.
how did you forget a guitar? And I don't know. I was really nervous. I was just winged it and didn't really know what to say.
Yeah, it
but
was
then you
fun.
started like adding stuff like, "Hey, tell them about this thing." I'm like, "Oh
Yeah.
So
Tell
it
him
was cool
about
'cause even
talk
though you
about
were
the
still,
Facebook.
even though you were still like fixing your string, you were still part of it.
Oh yeah, of course.
So it's
I
like-
had to be.
So it was like if anybody was just walking in,
Mhm.
like it could have been part of the show. Like you couldn't have told that like this happened by accident. This could have been
Yeah.
a gimmick.
We should just break things in the middle of the songs and then just continue with it, but like on purpose.
You know what's funny?
Huh.
The band right after, same thing happened.
What?
The guitar's string broke.
Really?
Yeah.
And how do they handle it?
Well, they had a bass player, so the drummer and the bass player
Oh,
played the
that's
song.
right. Oh, that's why he left.
But it was hilarious because I was like, dude, it's a curse on this damn stage. It's like
Nah,
fucking two in
yeah.
a row. That's hilarious.
That is really fun. I mean, that happens. I don't know. I don't know why I feel like you believe in that sort of stuff, like curses and like jinxes. I mean, I do too, but
I mean, what I believe is in energies.
yeah.
You know, like all the stuff that I've seen, it's just like it just doesn't make sense scientifically. Like there's things that cannot be explained, and like the more I run into it, the more I see it, the more we talk about it, the more I talk about it with people. Like there really is something else
Right.
out there.
Well,
you know?
well, I've been listening to that podcast that you told me about. How did you find that? All right, so we've been listening to a podcast called The Whole Rabbit. What? How did you find that?
I don't know. Sometimes YouTube just throws me
Really?
stuff on the algorithm that's like you might be interested in, because I have a lot of stuff that tells me about the Marvel movies, and they give me like, check out this like leak thing. Like I don't really care about it, and then some of them are really like not even good, but I guess because like I looked up stuff about the Joker.
Oh, yeah.
So because the first one
Because
that
you
I checked out was about the Joker.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh shit, what is this?
That was a really good one.
And I looked and I read it or heard it, and I was like, oh shit, this is actually like really good. I want to check out the rest. And then I'm like, oh man, this is good stuff.
Yeah.
Like it feels tied into like what we talk about and things like that. So
No, it's true. Those guys legit do magic. Like they try certain things.
Yeah.
How many episodes have you listened to?
I've only listened to 3 so far. But I only do it like on my day off. Like I can't.
Oh,
be
so you can
doing
concentrate.
something. Yeah, because like dude, there's so many things they're
Yeah.
talking about so many things at
Right,
once
right.
that if I step away and I come back, I'm like, what the
Well,
hell did I
yeah.
miss?
Well, no, I can't listen to podcasts at work, but I listen to it on my when I'm driving. Like sometimes I drive far. Dude, I've listened to like six already.
That's what I do with this one.
This one when you're driving,
Like Dedlie.
the Blake Dedlie
I
hour.
like listen to it on my drive home.
Yeah, nice. Yeah. And you say they've been getting better, huh?
Yes, they have.
Yeah. Well, we'll see how this one goes. Wait, what were we talking about? Oh, the show. So anything else about the show? I thought it was weird because there was like, I kind of like, I don't know. All right. So I broke the string and then we played Spicy, but my like new string wasn't in tune, so it sounded really weird. Like
Dude, I was not even paying attention to that. When
you're paying attention to Jesse's
no, I wasn't even paying attention
pants.
to
No, I'm
anything.
kidding.
At that point, I was just like, I think I already was in the zone.
Yeah. Oh, good. See, okay, so that's what I was saying. I wasn't in the zone yet until the next song, and then you started. That's why, because all of a sudden you started hitting the thing for Forever Alone,
Yeah.
and then
Well, because I didn't know what song we were going off.
no, that was perfect. Yeah,
so
that was
I was
perfect.
like, you know what? Let's go back to that
Let's
one.
go
'Cause, like,
back.
it's a little bit slower.
Yeah.
We can
Oh,
like reassess and like I don't know.
right, and then just go from
realign.
there. Yeah, exactly. Okay, that's good. Yeah, because I was like, fuck it, we only have a few songs. That was smart. So when you started doing that, and then you were like, it's a heartbeat, and I'm like, can you feel my heartbeat? A little shout out to yours truly, with respect. Anyways, and then we played the song, and then I actually lost it, and then I got in the zone, and I forgot that we were there. Like, and then I just started playing the song and singing, and then once we finished and we like ended, I was like, oh and then people clapped. I was like, oh shit, like that's right.
We're not at practice.
We're not at practice. Yeah, that's when I got in the zone and it felt good, and then I felt like the set was really good from then on. We just and then we debuted Impossible, which is a brand new song that you and I wrote. But it felt good for the first time out. We just got to keep playing it.
Yeah, I was just like, it
was
was
the
just
first
funny
jitters.
when we did that ending and then like
And
no one clapped.
no one
And
clapped.
I was like,
And Luis gave me the weirdest look when he was looking at me.
I still don't know what people thought of it, like or like what they got out of it.
Yeah.
Because like I think we just kept throwing them off the whole time with everything.
Right,
like,
exactly.
blue balls,
They
what?
don't know what to expect. Yeah, and that was cool. They liked that we did I want to change the world.
We threw them off with that too.
I don't know what to do.
There was this guy at the bar who kept looking at me, and the other guy they kept looking over, but they didn't say anything, right? So it wasn't until the end when I like the last band finished everything.
Oh
I
yeah,
went and grabbed my gear.
Yeah.
And like right in front of him, I dropped my sticks, and he's like, "Hey man, you're really entertaining tonight, man. I really dig your show." I'm like, "Dude, waited till all this to happen, bro, to say something."
Yeah.
Like I could tell he wanted to say something.
Oh, that's funny. You felt his energy or something?
I could see them, so it was
Yeah.
weird that he waited
For an opportunity
For
to
an
talk
opportunity.
to you. Maybe he was nervous. Maybe he's like,
Mhm.
oh, that guy's got somebody.
He looks like my grandpa. I'm scared.
Oh, was he Hispanic?
I couldn't tell. He was bald, but I think he was white.
Well, that's cool. That's nice to hear. I didn't know about that. Yeah, how was the last band I seem to like? Starburner.
They had interesting sound. I was talking to them, and like the
Oh,
bass
good.
player, the girl, she said
Yeah.
she had just joined the band not too long ago.
Oh, really?
Because I was asking about how come they have like 3 amps. I'm like, why do you have 3 amps? Are those yours? And she's like, no, that's the guitar. So the guitarist has 2 different amps for his guitar. Like one like a more bassier than the other.
Oh, because that's just the way they used to do
Yeah.
it, and then they like the sound or something.
Exactly. So like,
Yeah, because they were really heavy.
because they were like, I'm like, what do you guys even like what would you say your sound is? And then like the guy's like, I don't know, man, like stoner metal. And I'm like, I guess, but I'm like, they
Kind
have
of.
like black metal sounding stuff too, so it was
Yeah.
like weird. And then like, yeah, we all have like, they were saying that they all had different tastes in music, and somehow they all like blended.
Mesh it together.
So it makes sense. I'm like, because you could hear all of them there.
Right. Yeah, they played at the Void. I saw that they played there. I looked at their Instagram. They were good. Actually, I need to follow them on social media, but I don't want to do it now while we're live and on the air. Who are those guys from the whole Rabbit? They're in LA, by the way.
Oh shit, really?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're in Los Angeles.
I don't know.
We should try and meet
the
them.
Zero episode, the pilot episode says
Uh-huh.
in the future we're gonna try to get people to interview.
Dude, they have people.
They haven't gotten to
people.
a single episode where they're interviewing anybody.
Dude, it's like the second episode.
Oh damn.
Yeah.
Dude, we gotta get on that show.
Yeah, we should. No, well, it's funny because they're like, do you have crazy dreams? Send in your dreams to this email address. Do you have? And I was like, I have a shit ton of crazy dreams. Like, I'll send it. And then they're like, do you have? What did he say? There was one other thing that that I could do too. Like, do you have any crazy psychic stories? Like with your mind, they had a psychic
Mm-hmm.
episode and how people are psychic and how people are more or less psychic and get tuned to it and stuff. And I have a crazy story, which I if I can tell you now, I'm sure I've told it
Go
to you
ahead.
before, but I want to tell them. I swear to God, this happened. I swear, my mother
I
can
don't believe
even
you now
tell
because
you.
you said God.
So I remember I was like maybe like 9 or 10, maybe a little younger, maybe 8, 9 or 10, around there. And I'm just in the backyard, just sitting down in my backyard and looking above in the backyard, like where the fence is.
Mm-hmm.
Up right above the fence is where the power line is, like the phone line or power line, whatever is up there. It must be the power line, running parallel.
Yeah.
And I was looking at it, and in my head, for some reason, I was thinking of Back to the Future because that's my favorite movie. And you know how the roads after the DeLorean goes back in time or in the future, the roads has all that
The flames.
the flames.
Yeah.
And in my head, I was just imagining that, and I was imagining what if like the power line had those flames on,
Yeah.
and then I swear to God, it flamed up like it was on fire. And I was like, oh shit, like did I cause that? Like I was just thinking that. And then I ran to tell my mom, hey, like the power line's on fire. And the fire trucks came and they
Oh shit.
they got rid of the fire, and they're like, yeah, it's faulty,
You did
power
it, bro.
line, whatever.
You fucking did.
Dude,
it. You fucking evil kid.
that was crazy. Yeah, that was, and it was like, and it wasn't a dream, it was real. Was it a coincidence?
I don't know, bro, but I mean, for me, because I'm so negative,
Yeah.
my powers of negativity are really strong. So whenever I think about something bad happen, dude, I can
Did it
visualize
happen?
it
Yeah.
exactly how it's gonna happen. But it's negative, it fucking happens.
Well, you
exactly.
you should change maybe not your context to not maybe say that
But it's
I'm a
weird
negative person.
because I can't think of if I say it in a positive way, like, oh, I'm gonna win the
Not-
lottery.
not saying-
it doesn't work that way.
Because you don't really believe that you're gonna
Yeah,
win
that's
the
the thing.
lottery. Yeah.
But this is where it does work.
Uh-huh.
I remember I was driving down the street and I was just fucking around, bro, and I go green, and the fucking light turned green. And I'm like, oh, this is bullshit, right? So like the next one, green, dude, they fucking turn green. Like every time that I say turn green, it would turn green.
Really?
Yeah, but it's like it's weird. It's like you really have to want it. You really have to like from your core. It can't be like it can't come from the ego, from this selfish need. Like that's what like, oh, I want to get rich, because it doesn't work that way.
No, that's what okay, so that's something that I used to think of when I was a little kid. Like I used to think that I had powers, but it was, and I couldn't fully understand that yet. That like, that, I'm trying to phrase this in a way that makes sense. Like I couldn't, I knew, I'm trying to think how the way I would say it, but that's basically it. That like, if I really wanted something, it couldn't come from a place of ego. Yeah. But it, like, I was like trying to just picture things because, you grow up watching X-Men or, superhero stuff, and like, you think you can like, shoot lasers out of your eyes maybe, like, but that really can't happen. But it's a different kind of magic where I would affect certain things.
Mm-hmm.
By if like not really thinking about it, but like coming from my core, like I could affect. Oh, like one example. So I remember being in. This is actually way later in college, when I was in college, and we had to take pictures for our cinematography class. We did photography before we went into cinematography, and those carousel things where you take like a little film, like a little film strip, and you put it in like a little round thing. They're called carousels, and then you shoot it on a projector and you see the different pictures.
Yeah.
So I had to do this project, but like you had to do like 3 good pictures, and mine were shit. Like I just did it really quick. I didn't have enough time. Like it was just dumb. And so we were going to do half the class one week, and then the next week we were going to do the other class. And so I submitted my 3 shitty ones. And then it was going around the carousel, going around, and I was like, please, like, break down. Please break down. And I
Oh, shit.
swear to fucking God, right before it went to mine, like, oh, things not working anymore. We're going to have to get it fixed. We'll do the rest next week.
Fuck.
I was like, holy shit. And I
And
went
then
that week, and I, like, fucking took some great pictures, and I got an A the next week.
This motherfucker.
Yeah,
Look at you. Here's another weird one.
Yeah.
So when you play with Scatono,
Yeah.
and I'm like, fuck, where am I gonna park? I seriously do have so like, as soon as I pulled out of the driveway, I looked to my fucking left, and you were right there. And you're like, hey, look, I'm parking. You fucking asshole.
Well, I am blessed with the parking gods. That's
you
what's
got,
so
you got that
weird.
ability, dude. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah, it's so weird. Yeah, so there's so I've known this thing as a kid, ever since I was a kid, that I have something, but it just sounds so crazy. It sounds crazy to me. And my mother, she is aware of it, and she doesn't want me to like get into it because it can get dangerous, which is understandable.
With great power comes great responsibility.
Maybe that's what it is. So I don't know. All the magic stuff that they've been talking about is really interesting.
I feel like it's tied into. I wouldn't say that the magic is solely only to like, break machines and burst the wires into fire.
Yeah,
But like,
yeah.
I think you're using it already. Like you say yourself, like I don't even know these songs where they come from. That kind of just drive,
Right.
and then they're in your head.
Yeah.
I feel like that's part of the magic too.
Yeah, no, true. Yeah, that's definitely the most magical thing, really, truly, is music, and kind of what can happen out of that. Yeah, it's weird when, I mean, I also like working on songs and structuring songs and doing that with like the terpenes, but there's something special about just hearing a whole song in your head and being like, let's make this, which is also what I do with Mango Napalm. So I don't know.
That's the power, bro.
That's the power. It's the power of love.
Just keep reaching for it.
Yeah, I want to I don't know, keep opening my third eye and seeing what else. I don't know. I wanted to to really get the band going, and really get it out there. And you should listen to the House Bunny episode. House Bunny, the fuck, the whole rabbit episode called Sigils. There's one where they talk about sigils and how sigils are very powerful. So it's like a banner, or like your design, that you put on a banner. Like the swastika is a sigil,
Interesting.
Nazis didn't create the swastika. Like they took that
it's
from
supposed
Buddhists.
to be the Buddhist one.
It's supposed to be peace, but then they turned it. They put peace on its axis, right? That was their whole point. And but it's a very powerful symbol, right? It's a sigil. That was their sort of
now you can't see it without associating it.
Yeah. And they're all sigils. Like companies have sigils, of course. We have a sigil, that Twisted Black Soul, but there's a way for us to really put our power into the sigil.
Yeah, that's why my intent was to making that stuff.
Right.
It's dude, that's why I was we gotta put it everywhere, put it in every flyer, put it in everything, so people visually see it all the time.
Oh yeah, we gotta.
Because then when I had a design class, they were because we're focusing on creating characters. It was a concept character class, and they're like, all right, you need to draw your character, but in silhouette. It's if people can't identify your character from the silhouette, it's not a good design. So think about all the famous characters. If I drew a silhouette here, what do you know?
Stimpy, Homer, yeah.
Fucking Mickey Mouse.
Yeah, oh yeah.
To do those, you just see the silhouette, you already know who it is.
Yeah.
So it's people had to think about that, and I had to rethink about my design on my characters too. I'm like, oh shit, So that's a lot of things that I think about when it comes to designing logos and things like that for the band.
What stuff that signs out? Well, you gotta listen to it because they said I gotta re-listen to it. So they said something about intention and your word.
Damn, I gotta check it out then for sure tomorrow.
It's good. Yeah, especially on Halloween, dude. And some of their shit gets spooky. They talk about dreams, and they're talking about I don't know. Dreams scare the piss out of me. I gotta just email them. I'll email them and write my stories and send.
You just reminded me. So for the last 2 weeks, I found, because I like to listen to dark ambient music, synth dark ambient music to go to sleep. For some fucking reason, that shit works, right?
'Cause you're goth.
And dude, it's just weird sounds. Honestly, all it is, it's not like, you wouldn't say it's music. You would just say it's like atmospheric music or something, right?
Right.
And through that, the algorithm, YouTube's like, hey, check these out. And there was one about, so there's like these things called, what are they called? Binaural, I think it is, or something. There's certain frequencies tied into your mind, because your brain, the electrical signals in your mind are measured in hertz, like sound.
Right. Oh.
So
okay.
there's supposed to be certain frequencies that go in that communicate with your mind, so that like these songs are in a certain frequency that help parts of the mind. So I listened to one like, oh, this is supposed to help with your third eye. All right, cool. So I listened to it, and I've been listening to different ones every night, and I've been having some weird fucking dreams every fucking night.
Well,
every fucking night they're fucking weird.
Well, tell me one.
Well, the thing is, I don't remember them. I gotta like write them down or something. But
you
like,
gotta write it. You gotta have a dream journal.
There was some fucking weird ones, and like sometimes there's like, like there'll be the men's team, like they'll be in the dreams, and we're running for something, or like,
wait, running away from something, or running like
we're trying to do something. I don't know. I feel like we're like in a hurry.
Okay.
A lot of times I dream about school. I don't know why I keep having dreams about school.
You can look it up on Dream Dictionary. We can look it up, but go on.
And I had one like the night after the show, and I can't remember now what it was, but it involved like we're going to play a gig or something. Like we had 2 gigs in one night or something like that. And but yeah, man, it's like, it's just normally I feel like I don't remember my dreams, so I think I don't dream at all. So I'm like, oh man, I haven't had a dream where I remember in a while. But after I started listening to that stuff, all the time
now. Interesting. Yeah, they were also saying on the whole rabbit that I guess there's some, you can do like a test or not a test, but basically it's kind of like getting high, where you play one frequency in one ear because it's supposed to affect, one side of the brain, and you play another frequency in the other ear, and then your like brain tries to compensate, and you basically like can go to a different dimension, or different state of mind, not dimension, different state of mind, which is like you're getting high. So you can do it for free, and it's stuff on YouTube.
Dude,
you can like listen to it.
Definitely want to try that.
All right, so this says, to dream of a school most often represents social concerns, insecurities, or anxieties, which is
all of the above.
All the above. Schools symbolize a state of mind when you are caring about what you are thinking. You may have issues at work. Check. Or areas. I'm just kidding. Or other areas.
Something wrong with your throat, buddy? You want some water?
Or other areas. All right. You may have issues at work or other areas of your life that are weighing heavily on your mind. You are concerned about something. Well, shit. There you go. I got a dream for you. I had a dream where, this was recent. This was like in the last week. And the reason why I remember this, because it was super vivid. Most of my dreams, I don't know if this makes sense, but it feels like a dream. Like, it feels like there's like a sheet over it, like a screen over it. And
I definitely get what you're saying.
Yeah. Bro. And so this one felt real, like I was
right
there.
Here,
we're here.
Clear.
It was super clear.
Detail, yeah.
And even more so, what was crazy is I've had those dreams before. I've actually had a dream where I was standing in my room and I knew I was in a dream. All right, let me tell you the 2 dreams. I think I've told you this one before. This is the one where I was standing in this exact room in my bedroom, and there was Batman everywhere, all around me. Did I tell you this
I think
one?
You told me that.
Yeah. So that was super, and I knew I was in the dream, and I was like, okay, I need to like take mental note of everything on here so that I can like describe it later. And like there was like a poster here, right where you're standing. There was no chair. There was I had a desk, and I had the actual cowl. The Batman cowl here, and then like different posters, but it was all Batman related. And then this fucking from the top of this door, my back door to the door to the house there was a shelf and it had all these Batman figurines on top, which I'm still actually thinking about doing because that would be pretty rad if I did that. But anyways, so that was one dream. So that was really vivid. Okay. So the reason why I say that is because I've been in this room. I understand this room, but still interesting that there was all those things. So this dream, I was with somebody, and it might have been Kat McNew, or someone like her, or maybe Andrea, someone sisterly, and
Mm.
and we went to the Scientology museum. I think it's called the Psychology Museum, whatever. But
Where
we
is
were
that one at? The one in
there's
Hollywood?
a couple, yeah, in Hollywood. There's a couple. There's one in Pasadena too. And so we go, but whatever. Yeah, we go to one, and I don't know why, but we get lost, and we go to like different rooms, and every room is like an amazingly detailed, like crazy room. Like it feels like the Natural History Museum. Like there's one room with like just like all these like different kinds of animals and like kind of like this like Robinson Crusoe kind of like stuff, like
Mm-hmm.
figurines and everything in one room, and then you go to another room and it's like ancient civilization kind of room, and then another room is themed of like English throne kind of room of just like royalty stuff and like pins and everything like in different rooms, and as we're going through these rooms, um people start noticing us and kind of looking towards us, like, hey, should those people be here? And then we're like, okay, let's just keep going, try and find the exit. We can't find the exit. And as we're slowly going through, more and more people start coming over to us. We're like, holy shit, we need to get the fuck out of here. And then one person comes up to us and is like, what are you guys doing here? We're like, oh, we're just looking for the exit. And they're like, it's this way. And then like we go like towards the exit, and then more people are like, what are you doing here? Like trying to find the exit, and they're like, you're going the wrong way. When the other person told us to go, we're like, all right, we'll go this way. We go to another room, and every room is just super fantastical. And then as we're talking to somebody, I look over to my left or right. No, it's to the right, and I see an exit. So we just start bolting for it. We bolt for the exit. We open the door, and we're in this outside area, and it's all fenced up. We run over to the fence, and we could feel people behind us. I could feel people behind us running towards us,
Mm-hmm.
and there's a gate there, and the gate is triple locked. I'm like, fuck this, and we fucking jump the fence. The both of us, we fucking climb it, and it's like nothing to me. Like I climb it, I fucking jump over, and then we're good. And then I wake up.
What are the Scientologists gonna do, bro? Why are you running?
I don't know. I don't know. Oh, I'm terrified of Scientologists.
How come?
Because I because of the stories that I've read. Have you read stories about Scientologists? Dude, they keep like certain people as slaves.
Interesting.
Yeah, have you not heard about that?
I mean, I've heard like celebrities talk about certain things and like how they like control their lives and whatnot.
Yeah.
I didn't know they went into that.
Well, no, like just the regular folk. There are some people that like have families, and they're like, okay, we're gonna take your wife and your daughter and like
Oh,
take
what?
them to this
We
other
know a
place.
man. We're kind of like that happen, huh?
Yeah,
That's crazy.
yeah,
Oh, I get you now.
dude. It's even. I mean, that's not even as bad as some of the other stuff that I've heard and read.
You
I
think they were
mean,
gonna like make you a slave?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't
And,
know.
like,
They just
probe you.
they freak me out. Not probe me, but just like, all right, you're gonna be working in here for 10 years. It was
Yeah.
just yeah. I don't know. They freak me out. I don't know what
Interesting.
scientists were. Yeah, but anyways, I looked it up. Like escaping something.
Mm-hmm. Escape LA.
Escape from LA.
Escape from New York.
Let's see. Escape. I'm gonna look it up. I forget what it means.
You're gonna get nothing but escape rooms.
No. Dream dictionary escape. Dreams about trying to escape some situation or escape from some room or object might indicate your desire to change something in your life. The object or person you were escaping from in your dream might symbolize feeling helpless about something, or it might symbolize your insecurity.
Damn, we're both insecure, motherfucker.
Yeah, everyone's insecure. I think that's part of being human, maybe. I don't know. I don't know.
I'm not human.
You're not human? What are
I'm
you?
just kidding. There was this there's a YouTube video about how certain people aren't from this world, and that explains where you came from. And it's like they explain your personality traits, and they're
Mhm.
like, if you have these personality traits, you're most likely from like this solar system or this star constellation, or
Really?
like it's crazy. And I'm like, I wonder which one I am. And I listen to someone like, either I'm either one of these or one of these. But like, I don't know, it just tripped me out because like, I don't know. Sometimes I feel like I don't belong here.
Really?
Mhm.
Well, what have you haven't decided like, oh, okay, that sounds just like me. That's where
There
I'm
was
from.
one that sounded just like me. I'm like,
Where is that?
I don't remember the name of it.
Oh, okay.
It was some weird, like even where it's from, it's like some weird like star, like some star far away.
Hmm.
Like I don't know how she came up with this stuff.
Do you think like, well, no, it's interesting. Maybe she's tapped into something.
I'll show you the video. I'll
Could-
send you the link.
Could be all bullshit, but it could be real. That's my thing. I'm such a skeptic sometimes. That's the weird part. I'm like, I can't accept certain things, and I can't accept my own magic sometimes. Because it's like, there's got to be like a real world explanation. You hot, bro?
You know it, baby. For me, it's like I think it's the opposites because I already feel like this can't be real.
Oh,
That
really?
that for me, it's like I'm always looking for that to tell me like, yeah, this isn't real, bro. You're like, let's get the fuck out of here. I'm like, you don't have to tell me twice. Let's get out. You know?
Yeah. You don't have to tell me twice. Let's go to New Orleans.
Exactly, man.
Yeah. Yeah, what was your, I mean, if we can talk about it, like what was, so, because you had said that it was kind of a big impact going to New Orleans, like and you had only gone to Mexico with your family.
Yeah, I've only gone to like Mexico and like Vegas, but like they didn't count because like to me like those trips are like I'm always with people that are not open. So like we don't do anything that is out of
Oh.
their comfort zone. So we basically I feel like we're staying in like this like um gated area in
So
a
it's like you
sense.
travel, but you're not
We're not
exploring
really
the
I'm not
city.
exploring the city exactly.
Oh,
And like my sense of adventure is like let's go over there. Let's let's go. And they're like no. We're only going over here.
Yeah, we're only going one block.
And like that's why I don't want to. My mom invites me all the time. Let's travel to Mexico. Let's go. Let's go. I don't want to go with them because I know they're gonna hold me back.
Yeah.
And I like, what's the point of me going to these places if
Right.
I'm not gonna actually go to see these places?
Mm-hmm.
So when you guys said that let's do it, I'm like, all right, cool. So
So this is kind of your first. I mean, you've been out of the country, but it's kind of your first trip with not your family
without
and without
barriers
barriers and
or
holding you
those
back.
gates or whatever you want to say.
Yeah.
It's like I got to like roam free in a sense and just like see everything.
Kind of. Well, yeah, because we were all about
Yeah.
like, let's
Let's
go.
go over here. Let's go.
Yeah,
over here.
Louise had a whole fucking thing on the first day. You know, we got to check out, which was really fun. And then, and then we got to go to that vampire
Yeah.
lounge.
So that's
which
why
was
it was
really
cool because
great.
like
We just went with the flow.
yeah,
and
just went with the flow and literally like
Literally-
you guys were like whatever the energy was. Luis was
Yeah.
saying the juju or whatever was
Mhm.
like guiding you guys, and I'm just following you.
Yeah. Yeah, we were there at that right time and right place, and
Yeah.
it was cool. Yeah, and then we met a lot of cool people, a lot of weird people. But dude, almost, I thought it was so funny. Almost every Uber and Lyft driver that we met was like so cool, and the only ones that didn't talk, and we all shared, right? We went with 4 men, me, you, Luis, and Ruben, and like whenever Luis, Ruben, and I would call somebody, like they'd be really cool or interesting, and then you would send a Lyft driver, and they wouldn't talk to us at all.
Like
What is that about?
I don't know.
And then when you called it out, we were like, no,
See,
that
'cause
can't be weird.
I didn't want to say anything.
And then it kept happening. We were like, oh shit.
like All right. So
That was weird. Was it every single one, or
well,
was
think
there
about it.
an
Like,
exception?
think about it. Like, when we're walking in the streets,
Yeah.
and remember that we met that guy that was tap dancing. He was just tap dancing. We walked by him like nothing. Like it was no big deal. It was just another person. And then we go
I don't remember
we
that.
go down
but-
this one street on our way to we were going somewhere. It was closed. That's when we decided to go to that vampire place. But it was right before it. The guy, I turn around and I see him coming like out of all the streets. That like he literally just
Oh,
stopped
that guy.
Remember,
That's
he
right.
literally we just passed him
That's
and
right.
he decided, you know what, I'm done dancing,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna go home, and you know what, I'm gonna go the path they went. So like right as he got in front of us, his fucking shoe broke.
Yeah, right
Like,
in front of us.
In front of us. I was like, what the fuck? His fucking shoe broke. And
Yeah,
then
that
I'm
was
like, all right,
weird.
whatever.
Yeah.
But what made it weird is when we went to the vampire shop, and I was like, right as I walked in front of that lady's desk, the shit fucking broke, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that was weird.
What the fuck?
Oh yeah, that was all and that was like within the hour, right?
Dude, that was not even an hour. It was
That was
less.
like the last within
10,
the
15
first
minutes. That was like, what
yeah,
the fuck?
the first 30 minutes we were there.
That's
yeah.
why I was tripping out.
Yeah,
bro,
and that
'cause-
was at the
and
vampire
I was like
boutique.
looking at him like, all right, I'm
Yeah.
not imagining this shit.
Yeah.
Like,
That was weird because I saw it happen. I was looking over at your direction and it just fell. Like, and I was like, that's why I was having fun and be like, Ismael, what are you doing? Like, I saw that it wasn't you, and
But-
she was like, oh, it was me, but it just fell. I swear to God.
that's why I'm like, I wasn't trying to be like, oh, look at me, I'm a victim, I'm emo. I'm like,
Yeah.
dude, this shit fucking, are you guys noticing this shit's happening? Like, this
Yeah.
stuff's happening. I'm just pointing it out. I'm not saying that I am doing it or I don't know. I'm just pointing it
It's
out.
just part of the
I just
energy.
make an observation.
Yeah, that was so weird. That's right. Now that you say it, that's kind of eerie and kind of freaks me out.
Well, I'm just glad that nothing like really bad happened. Like those were like that's as far as
Of
I
course,
went.
that was as far as it went. But like, no, we had a really good time. No, but I just thought it was also funny that like certain people that picked us up were also like it like represented where we were going. Like, and that's when I noticed it. Like we went to like we were gonna go to the cemetery, and the person that took us.
Oh yeah, now I remember what you mean. Yeah.
Well, yeah, like she was like this old lady that was, probably gonna be close to death. So it's like, all right, so death is taking us to the cemetery, and then from the cemetery we were gonna go to the World War II museum,
and
then the old fucking Vietnam veteran with the American flags, the only one that picked us up, takes us to the World War II museum, and there was so many other. Like, and then there was like, we go to East New Orleans, which is predominantly a black neighborhood, and like this black guy like took us there. That was like probably like he was different than the other guys. That I had a sense from the other like black guys that took us, around, because it was a good mix of people. Oh, and then that. And then that chubby white guy took us to the a breakfast place where all the other white people were.
Oh yeah.
In New Orleans, remember?
Yeah.
That like everything was like, it was too weird. Especially when that World War II, when that
But
that
I called
veteran,
that one too.
Which one?
I called the old man. Remember, he was all mad and like, "Hey, you,
oh yeah, that
you
was
big
weird.
guy, you sit in the
sit in the
you
front.
sit in the front." I was
Yeah.
like, "What the hell?"
We can't have 3 people in the back.
Because
What are
like
you
we made that
talking
little
about?
rule, like, oh, whoever calls it sits in the
Yeah,
front.
sits
And I was
in the
about to
front.
sit in the front. He's like, "No, not you."
Yeah. Oh, you called him? Yeah,
Yeah,
he
I
didn't talk
called
to us
him.
at all.
Yeah.
God, that's so weird. It's too weird. Yeah, because when you called it out, we were like, no, it can't be true. And then it kept happening every time.
Wonder what it means.
I wonder what it means, man. So it's Halloween in less than 2 hours. This is what I wanted to talk about. Us quitting our jobs. We're probably going to be quitting our jobs soon.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you.
Like,
Because I sent you that shit. That
that
thing.
Alan Moore.
Dude, what are the chances that came up?
What do
Like,
you
I
mean?
don't- Like that? Where do you think I got it from?
No, I don't know.
Exactly.
What do you mean?
Like, why did it decide to show up?
Wait, where did you find it?
On Facebook. It just showed up on my feed.
Oh, somebody posted it?
Somebody else had like, it was a memory.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and they shared
They just
it.
happened to share
And
it.
I was like, what the fuck? Like, why is this like
Yeah.
coming up in my feed? I forgot
Let
who
me
it
read it.
was. So I was like, dude,
It don't matter.
this is just fucking weird. Like, we were just thinking about this, and I'm like, I'm gonna send it to this motherfucker because like,
Yes.
I need to.
Yeah. No, you. It was funny because I think it was with America or somebody. I mean, I was with America, but I can't remember what we were doing. But I just remember like walking out with her. We were outside somewhere, and I look at my phone, and then I start reading. I'm like, oh shit. I was like,
It's funny.
It's home.
It's good to know what you were doing when you received it, because honestly, I was like, I wonder what he's thinking when he gets.
I
this
remember. I know I was at Alvera Street with her. We went to Alvera Street, and we were waiting in line. And then you said it to me. I'm like, oh man, it's happening. All right. So this is a quote that Ismael sent me from Alan Moore. He said, quitting my day job and starting my life as a writer was a tremendous risk. It was a fool's leap, a shot in the dark, but anything of any value in our lives, whether that be a career, a work of art, a relationship, will always start with such a leap. And in order to be able to make it, you have to put aside the fear of failing and the desire of succeeding, right? With taking out the ego.
Exactly.
You have to do these things completely and purely without fear, without desire, because things that we do without lust of results are the purest actions we shall ever take. Alan Moore.
And that was crazy.
Well, that guy believes in magic. I mean, that guy is a magician. He considers himself like a wizard. Not a grand wizard, but a wizard. And I gotta finish fucking Promethea. I've stopped reading. I really need to get back to reading, but I don't. I just like. Well, we can talk about that
Jump
later.
around. I have 3 books, and I'm deep in 3 books.
I just stopped reading, like, because I just felt like I read so much. We don't have to talk about that. We need to talk about quitting our jobs. Yeah, because I don't know if we should talk about the secret project here or not, but we have that project and we gotta like go all in on it.
Dude, I sat there for 2 days.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said I was gonna do. Like, everything canceled. Thursday was canceled.
Oh yeah.
My plans for Friday were canceled.
Yeah.
I fucking sat there. What I sent you was work from those 2 days. And I'm looking at him like, it looks like I barely did anything.
Yeah.
That's what was frustrating.
No, I hear that.
But
And that was 2 days.
so you got to see the process it takes to, because like,
No, yeah.
I'm
Well,
doing all the proportions, or the what do they call it? Goddamn, the perspective. It's a perspective.
right.
making
Which
sure-
actually looked really good because you zoomed in on that one part,
Yeah.
which we're not going to talk about. Maybe we shouldn't talk about this because now that I think about it, I don't want to reveal it just yet. This should be between us and, between us.
But yeah, man. I mean, like I had told you originally, and like, if we're gonna do this, let's do it right.
Right.
And that's why
Should
I'm
we-
really putting that time.
Should we really put a timeline to it? Like save up? Because
Well,
I gotta let my family
you,
know.
You really got me thinking when you said that. Hey, remember when I was inking? You said it was a great.
Yeah.
inker?" I'm like, and if we do decide to quit our jobs and we do a 9 to 5, dude, we would have a workspace, and like we would come in and we work on that shit.
Yeah, we'd have to.
But I feel like we could do is like, think about it in a way of like, all right, let's from this time to this time we work on this, and then from this time we'll work on this.
Yeah.
Because we could also use that time for the band. Like, let's promote the
exactly
band.
promoting the band. Yeah.
Every
Monday I've started hitting up places to
things
play.
like that. So
Yeah.
It sounds like you're getting people replying back, because he said we reached out from
Dude,
that Silver Lake
For the
Lounge.
Silver Lake Lounge, I didn't even reach out to anybody.
You
They
didn't?
reached out to us. Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. I never reached out to the Silver Lake Lounge because I knew it was pay to play, but this one wasn't pay to play.
He put it out there.
Like I must have put
He's
it
like,
out
I'm
there.
gonna do it every Monday now. And then
Yeah, and then I get something random, and then fucking Jerry keeps hitting me up for shows, but we can't play him because He only hits us up whenever like a band cancels. So
Yeah, that's why I
which
felt
sucks.
bad.
Yeah.
That, like, I'm like, I really wanted
That
to
would
play
be
there.
that would
I
be a good
wanted to
show.
play
But
it.
no, you gotta. I understand. You gotta play. You gotta or go to your sweat lodge, which is fucking magical. Speaking of
I
fucking
haven't
magic,
gone in a while. That's why.
no, you gotta go. It'll be good
It's
for
part
you.
of my yearly CPR and
I
to
get
up
it.
my spiritual game. And
Yeah,
a man told me like, dude, there's a sweat lodge. Why don't you try going? I'm like, why not?
yeah,
So that's why.
it's great, man. No, I love doing it. I've done it a couple times, and did I tell you about my last experience doing it?
Yeah, I think you shared some with me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've only done. This will be my third time.
Your third time. Oh
Yeah.
wow. Okay. You haven't done it at all this year?
No, the last time I did it was real. It was before. Whenever we did that, when we went to what is it, 21 Palms, that overnight.
Yeah.
Was that you were team leader? Was that you that night? That time?
21 Palms?
Or whatever it's called, like past Joshua Tree, like all the way out there. It was like that little house.
Why does it feel like that was mine?
I
That
think
wasn't mine.
That wasn't you?
Yeah, when you played the no, I was second. That was Gottlieb's.
Oh, it was Godly.
I was second. I was the second. That's why I felt like it was
Godly
mine.
was the team leader? No, he was.
No, he was the PT. Oh, when I was team leader. Was I team leader?
Because I had to do.
You did the ritual,
I
right?
did a ritual.
Yeah.
And I asked Rosado for help, and he's like, "Come with me to this sweat
That
lodge."
was the last time you did a sweat lodge?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you need
He's
to
like,
go.
"Come with me," and dude, it was different. It was different because I thought I was just gonna go to the sweat lodge, but I didn't realize that I was actually going to help him with the fire. It's the actual sweat lodge wasn't until 6 a.m. and him and I showed up at 2 in the morning to help this
Jesus
man
Christ. Really?
in this fucking huge. It could have been a swimming pool. That's how big the hole was. It could have been a swimming
Oh
pool,
my God.
and that was their fire pit. And all we had to do was help him with the wood and
That
stuff.
was different than what the fuck I did.
Because I didn't know I was gonna help. He's like, come with me, and it was crazy. It was just crazy, like seeing the process. Dude, I helped bring the stones into the sweat lodge.
Wow.
I was like, what? I didn't even know what I was doing. They're like, dude, just grab those antler things, and like, I was like, dude, this is crazy, and like, I'm actually participating in it.
Yeah.
So
It's a totally different experience.
yeah. So my my experience was, I felt death.
You felt death?
I died.
What?
In there. I felt death. I died. And like, what's the worst thing about dying? Like, once you've died, there's no fear of death anymore.
Yeah.
That's what I felt in there.
I still fear death.
Maybe
Yeah, you don't.
you need to die. Remember how Ben always say like those going up to the hill and stuff? It's like you die.
No, dude. That's why I feel like I need to do mushrooms. I feel like I'm gonna die doing mushrooms. That's also why I feel like should die. Blake Dedlie is the
Is that gonna get bleeped out?
yeah. That's gonna be the new the new guy. I'm the new man, not guy. It's a little inside joke, but no, at my last sweat lodge, I realized how powerful my ancestors are, like for reals. Like they have my back.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's in essence, that's what you're doing there, right? You're talking to them.
Yeah, no, but like it was like really strong, like really strong. Like I have so many generations watching over me and like rooting for me, and like
From both sides.
I only felt it on one side.
Okay.
Which is funny. It was the white side,
Oh.
not the dark. No, I'm kidding. Not the dark side. No, the European side of the family.
Interesting.
Yeah.
How did you feel like that was them? Like, what made you?
Well, it was
feel
my
that
grandma. For
Is
sure.
it the one that comes down in the dreams?
Yes.
Dude, that's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Dude, that is crazy. Did you have a good relationship with her?
Dude, I had a great relationship with her, man. She was an amazing woman. Like, she was amazing to everybody. And what was even crazier, dude, was that I had my palms read, and you'll hear this on the podcast, but I'll reveal it here, even though this is going up tomorrow. But Chris reads my palm, and because he says he's a palm reader.
Mm-hmm.
And he was telling me, he was like looking at it. He's like, oh, oh wow, like the family, the female side of your family line is very powerful. Like he was telling me stuff about my sister, and he
Mm.
was saying like the matriarch, like oh, like she was really important in your life, wasn't she? I was like, yeah, dude. He connected to it. He connected to her.
Mm.
He's just like, and your sister like has that, like she's connected to that. Like the women in your family is like really powerful. I was like, oh fuck, and she he was you'll hear it, but
Damn.
it was very
When
interesting.
is that one going up?
Soon there's actually
This is
it
going.
might
This is going up before that
this is
one.
going up before
Oh
that one. This is going up
shit!
tonight.
Oh,
I'm gonna edit this tonight, and it's gonna be the Halloween special.
oh, spooky.
Yeah, yeah. No, it's good. We're talking about magic. We're almost out of time.
Damn, this
Um,
thing's going fast. It's really been an hour.
it's almost been an hour. I know. Well, yeah, because we sat down. I just like doing it where we just like I just press record and then people walk in. You know.
I mean, literally, I just walked in.
Yeah, I know. But it's probably been like it's actually been 58 minutes since we started. So it's been even an hour. But you haven't switched it over yet.
Sands of time.
I know. What else? What else were we talking about? I wanted to bring up something else.
But we're doing it, bro. We're gonna quit the jobs. Have you talked to Rosado?
No. Why?
I was gonna call him to ask for time.
Oh, because
About this.
I can't be there next week.
Oh, you're not gonna be there next
I
week?
work and I can't do rehearsal either. Dude, I'm gonna be in Orange County the whole week.
Oh shit!
Yeah, Tuesday through Friday, which sucks.
Damn.
I thought I was just gonna be there Tuesday through Thursday. Yeah, I can't even do mango practice. But
But we're still doing it.
what?
Like, what is it like? Say they had our blessings. Hell, what does your gut say?
To quit my job?
Yeah.
I was already ready to quit my job. Well, honestly, I mean, I already brought it to the team about going part-time and just working 3 days. Remember that?
Yeah. Well, when I brought it, they like, no. Well, that's because they wanted me to come up with a plan.
Yeah, Rosado wasn't there.
Yeah.
and then when I talked to him about it, he's like, "Well, you got to have a plan, man. You got to do all this stuff, you know." Which, maybe we should do that. Maybe we should we're actually maybe we should do that. No, maybe. Just more things we got to put on our plate, but I think we have to let's come up with a plan. I can create a Google Doc where we do stuff. By the way, and I'm kind of all over the place, but after this podcast, I'll read you something that I have that's connected to our secret project.
All right.
I'm continuing it,
Oh shit.
and it's not at all where I thought it was gonna go.
Okay.
But I kind of want to read it to you to see
Oh,
see
shit.
what you think. Anyways, I think we have to have a game plan needs to be like what we're going to be doing, and then when we're going to do it. And also, I might want to tell my boss. Say like, hey, boss man, I'm going part-time. Because at least there's a little bit of income that comes in,
Yeah, I don't know about my
Or
end.
or should we just quit? Or should I just quit?
For me personally, bro, like the quote.
Just quit. Just take
I
that leap.
feel like I need to
Yeah.
because that you know how there's that pressure when your project's due the next day and you're like, fuck, I haven't started.
Yeah.
You fucking get on that shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
Yeah.
fucking get on that shit.
Well, here's the other thing too. If we quit our job, and I think about money. Like, should we do the recording, the second album, TBS? Because it's gonna cost a lot of money. Or maybe we just do an EP instead.
Those are excellent questions. Plans have to change, man.
Plans may have
I mean,
to change.
We could do 3 songs.
Yeah, maybe I just
It's
tell 'em.
about what I like to live by. It's quality over quantity.
Yeah. Yeah, I get that. It's just I like what Ween said. They did quantity over quality,
Damn.
and they like succeeded. But they could do that because
Yeah. Cause I don't know.
But I think for what we're trying to do, yes, quality over quantity. No, I think you're right. We just do an EP. All right, I gotta talk to Dave, and just tell him, hey.
I'm pretty sure he'll be glad. He's like,
Maybe. Oh, maybe. Yeah, I feel bad. I'm like, what if he's like, oh yeah, we're gonna be getting all this money, honey, you know? And then we tell him, hey, sorry, we're
Well,
only gonna do.
I don't know. I always feel like even when he shares about other projects, he's like, even though he's getting paid, he's still like stressed out about the time he puts into it. Like that one
Yeah,
day, he was
yeah,
like,
yeah,
"Oh, you
yeah.
motherfucker,
Right,
keeps coming in here and wants me to do all this shit."
right. All right. Well, hopefully he doesn't hear this before we talk to him.
Hey, by the way, people, hit that subscribe button down there and make sure to hit thumbs up.
Yeah,
And
thumbs up. We're gonna be quitting our jobs, so we're gonna need all the help we can get. So
yeah, people, if you're behind Twisted Black Soul and all that good stuff,
yeah, if I can
leave a
get
comment
behind us.
below.
Yeah, leave a comment, share it, tell your friends about us. We're the real thing. It is the real thing. All right. Anything you want to close with? Like a
No, just
song, like a thought, a prayer, a poem, a penis.
all I have to say is it can't rain all the time. That's all I got.
Oh shit! You made it rain, bro. All right. I'd like to thank my guest tonight, Ismael Ramirez. What the hell? Let me do that again. I'd like to thank my guest tonight. I'm really tired. Ismael Ramirez.
Gracias.
Also known as Jorge Colorado, also known as Majin Yusuke.
It's not Yusuke, it's Yusuke.
Oh, it's Yusuke. Yusuke. Yeah. Yeah. Have a good night.
Thank you for tuning in, everybody.
Peace. Brah. Have you heard from Eladio, by the way?
Negative.
That
That's
sucks.
for our next episode.
All right, sounds good. Bye. Bye.